and take him. This is, like you mentioned, very tight set underway. The run back, BarkSanchez versus GVS Fireblaster.
Yeah.
What does GVS stand for? I don't know.
You know, I actually don't know either. I didn't know he was going to have a little clan tag or whatever you call it before his name at this tournament.
I just said it's given various shades.
We had
he's
joked
wearing various shades on stream.
Oh, yeah.
Great value smash.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
We were thinking about making BB our tag as for not for Brown Battalion, but for Beat Baltimore. The New York crew.
Well, somebody's got to beat Baltimore. Most of Baltimore's been taken out, but BarkSanchez so far is the only remaining hope. That shield break is not doing him any favors. If it wasn't for some great DI, he would have lost that stock certainly in that last exchange.
Ooh, and you see that egg was almost on point, and that F smash was too, but Bark just able to stay out of range. Great up tilt. That up tilt actually took Fireblaster's jump, but he wasn't able to capitalize because he had to use a throw. It was the only move that was going to hit, I think. So
when I was casting with Kiro, he mentioned that forward air for Pikachu was just a great option because it's one of those multi-hitting moves that can sometimes disrupt that shield. But at low percents, Yoshi can still double jump armor through a lot of people.
Oh, my goodness.
The commitment to pull the trigger there. He knew that Bark wanted to jump up because he didn't have invulnerability anymore. Yep. And he picked the perfect option to punish him for doing so.
And Bark was not happy about it. We saw him violently react physically. So he was really happy about going up a stock there, and now he's got to play back from even with Fireblaster.
We've seen how strong Fireblaster is, and pretty much every single aspect of his game. Bark can't even afford to have the shield up for a second, else that's going to be a free opportunity for Fireblaster.
Yep, and we see that Fireblaster tries that parry when it comes up from the stage on the left side before, and Bark wisely, ooh, and Fireblaster too far away. Bark wisely puts out that F air to just use a drill move, and man, I mean, he really knows this matchup now.
That's how you deal with that armor. You use a nice multi-hitting move. And that could prove a very difficult point for Fireblaster really to get around.
Oh, and you see a parry there of that grab.
Ooh, oh, maybe a little bit overeager.
Yeah, a little overzealous. I think maybe he thought he was going to have time to land that.
BarkSanchez up a stock, and he's not done just yet. Going for that forward air there. Oh, let's see if we can maybe get this stock right here. The armor coming in play there.
Oh, great DI. This is going to do it, though.
Oh, man.
Bark with some really brilliant DI there.
If I have to describe BarkSanchez in a word, it's scrappy. Yeah. He's so scrappy. Right?
Absolutely.
He really fights for his stocks for the very last second. And it's allowing him to live a lot longer than I think Fireblaster expects. Beautiful parry.
Ooh, that'll be a stock.
What
that's when
huge conversion.
That's when, you know, if you're playing Yoshi at a high level, you got to be able to do that. And that's the difference. It's kind of like, you know, before players were DIing regularly. If you can save your stock and then take theirs, I mean, that's a huge, huge change.
So some really big plays from Fireblaster, despite the fact that he was down pretty much the entirety of this set. He's been able to go ahead and make the percent and the stock lead actually temporarily in his favor. But let's see if he can hold on to this. Already.
Ooh, just whips on that.
If Bark had chosen a different tech option, then he may have gotten hit by that.
Bark, good job getting some percentage in with that F air.
Oh, jousting sort of moment right now.
Good tech from Bark to get away from that pressure from that down air. Try to avoid the egg.
I have to commend both of them on their spacing. You know, overall they've been really on point, but Bark that time not able to avoid that forward air, man. That hitbox, because it comes up and then forward and down, like it can be so deceptive whenever it comes to avoiding when you're on the platform. And Bark just wasn't really prepared, and it pays off huge for Fireblaster.
Yeah, and we could see it was part of Fireblaster's plan to perfect land on that platform and then double jump for that up air. It's just, he must know exactly what he has to do to kill off an F air that goes that far. And Bark with a great edge guard, though.
I love all the decision making. How do you deal with armor? You just grab right through it. He gets the grab, and it sets up for the back air that he needs to seal the stock. Fireblaster right now in the corner here.
Ooh, when he pins him in that shield with that down air, I think that... oh, that's it! Wow! And Bark takes game one.
BarkSanchez with the pop-off. I mean, you mentioned, you know, he's playing with a lot of emotion. You can see it.
Feel it, right?
When he got hit by that forward air, when he lost that first stock, it really woke him up. And, you know, he got stunk a couple of times. He got sucker punched here and there, but he's able to go ahead and walk away with game one. And that, in and of itself, is definitely a staple.
And that mix-up won him the game. Instead of trying that forward air again, he knew that Fireblaster expected it. So Fireblaster shielded, and he down airs him, and then pins him in his shield and gets a grab for the game.
And we see Fireblaster in a similar situation here. He was in the corner, but the get-up attack catches Bark off guard.
Oh, great dash attack. Oh, wow. Tries to cover both options with that, and a perfectly timed up B from Bark.
You gotta love that invulnerability that it grants. Unless you're a Falcon main, then you hate that invulnerability.
Then you hate that. See, I didn't know if that up air was going to kill, but Fireblaster takes that first stock with it. He's going to plank a little bit here.
So Bark, you know, I feel like he has had some great moments whenever he has Fireblaster into the corner, but maybe the way that Fireblaster's kind of weaving around, he might be using the corner potentially as a bait for Bark to overcommit.
Oh, wow. Looks to cover that sweet spot with the egg, which is really smart. And BarkSanchez smart enough, too, to go around it.
Phenomenal platform.
Oh, wow. This will do it. Oh, I thought he was going to get the down B.
Yeah, he gets a weak hit on that back air. It's giving Bark a second shot of life, and the downer actually makes him take the stock. This is definitely doable for Bark to make this comeback, right?
Oh, yeah. He's down one stock here. This is an up air. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
I think either option would have worked, that down B or up air, and he goes for the down B.
It stalls him in the air just long enough to connect. But BarkSanchez here, I mean, you're a Pikachu man. What are you looking for in this situation?
If I'm Bark, I'm doing exactly what he's doing, landing forward airs, and I'm trying to make sure I can use something to take that super armor away once I think it's time. You can maybe land a down B if you need, if you see that he has to like land exactly at the edge. Just time it right. But just don't use something that's not going to break super armor when it's not going to break super armor.
Something that won't really deal with a parry either. That downer parried instantly.
Oh, wow.
And this is going to result in a stock loss.
So, you know, he's got to DI a way out of these down airs if he's going to have a chance.
BarkSanchez.
Oh, wow.
Having a really tough time here.
Yeah, Bark's got to readjust here. Javier, Fireblaster's looking very good in this game.
Ooh, the little weave back and that recovery was really, really smart from Bark.
And a good use of the double jump there from Fireblaster to get out of trouble. Oh, nice parry. Oh, wow. He's got a shield break opportunity here. He's going to get it.
Yeah, I think that this might be a stock right here. Forward tilt,
oh,
forward air,
and we saw
stock.
some crazy DI. He almost made it back.
But, you know, when you're on that platform, you could DI all you want, but sometimes it's just way too far for you to be able to make it back.
Oh,
you're right, Bark. He definitely has that DI. You just need to see him really convert, and that was an excellent option there. We saw him go for that back air at those triple-digit percents. It does a great job of breaking that armor. Even though it doesn't have that same knockback that we're used to seeing, it's just enough to deal with Yoshi.
Yep, and we see at 154 that's going to work, and Bark is well aware of that, so he uses it there correctly. There's that coverage of the ledge, and he's almost able to cover the far up B as well, so Fireblaster showing that Yoshi can really cover Pikachu's recovery options pretty well, but Bark takes that stock, and that's it.
F-tilts.
Hey, you land that F-tilt, that's a stock.
Is it weird for me to feel that a lot of this game is dictated by who's in the corner? Because I've noticed that when both of these players have the other player pinned into the corner, that's when we see a lot of magic happening, right?
Yes.
For Bark, he's just trying to go ahead and get Fireblaster off of the stage and then erode that double jump using fairs at lower percents and then bears at those higher percents. And for Fireblaster, it's all about those F-tilts into forward airs.
Yeah, and let's see if he can. This is going to be a stock here.
Simple edge hog.
Yeah, once you need only need an edge hog on Yoshi, you definitely have to take it and make sure you take away that stock. Using an F. Oh, great throw. He's going to use an F air here. Oh, wow, and Fireblaster waits for the last hit of that. Oh, and he tries that weak nair to maybe lead into a spike. Oh, wow, what a tech read.
Yeah, you know, he may have missed the previous tech chase, but he definitely made up for it with that F smash.
Oh, man, and he had an opportunity there. He covered the sweet spot with the egg and misses while Bark is on the platform. So Bark will have a chance here to make him pay for that. Bark's still up his stock right now.
Let's see how much extra credit he can really put on.
Yeah.
What an egg there.
Boom. Down smash. So that egg sets him up to make Bark have to take a second try at the recovery. Oh, wow. A little early on that, or a little late.
He's had a tough time covering the tech in place on platforms. That's 2 stocks in a row where he's failed to capitalize on that one tech option.
Yeah, on that left platform, right? And you see that he knew he wasn't getting back, and Bark back airs him, but Fireblaster tried to land an F air there. He would have had a stock there had he landed it. Ooh, and he tries that up air out of shield. Ooh, close to a shield break. Good jab grab.
Oh, this is going to be some big damage. Those downers on platforms are huge, but not respecting that get-up attack, and Fireblaster is going to be caught off guard. I don't really agree with that down air option there. I really don't. I think he gave up a lot of stage control. It wasn't enough to break the shield, and it put him in the really bad position.
Right. Oh, great parry. I don't know if Bark missed that grab or if he was just parried, and that was great timing on that grab.
Oh, wow.
That'll
nice. Do it. So smart. He gets the last hit of that fair and has enough time to be just underneath the nair attempt and secure the stock with that up air.
We hear Shears going wild, but still have a best-of-5 set here.
That's true. Bark,
oh, reverse bear.
Well, Bark's close, but he's certainly not out of the woods here.
No, absolutely not. Yoshi's one of those characters who can combo Pikachu pretty well if you know how to do it.
And we've seen from Fireblaster, he definitely knows how it's done.
Good parry there. Ooh, and he predicts a roll toward him.
These double jumps from Fireblaster have been coming in clutch. And
oh, great throw.
It feels
That'll
like it's
do it, maybe.
Not quite yet.
All Bark had to do was edge hog there. That's what a forward air was not a good option there because he wasn't going to make it back unless he sweet spotted the ledge.
Ooh, and Bark, very fortunate that he gets hit by the reverse hit of that back air.
Oh, and that's...
I don't know if that's
edge hog here is it'll do it. Yep. And Bark learns. He saw last time he had it, so a great edge hog there.
Textbook stuff right now from Bark. One stock away from being at advantage.
Javier wasting no time. Uh-oh. Does he have
trouble.
a jump?
Definitely a lot of trouble right now for Fireblaster. He's forced to recover here. He evades all of those aerials from Bark, and he's putting on a lot of shield pressure. That time, however, messing up his DJC, but he's still able to get the bear and force Super Dark off stage.
Wow, yeah, he didn't quite space that last nair well enough to, and that'll do it. No jump, that's it.
Wow, so a 3-stock for BarkSanchez.
Man, I think it felt closer than it looked in terms of stocks there. But Bark looking to get himself back in the match against Kiro.
I feel like when I looked at that last match, we saw a lot of openings from Fireblaster. More often than not, whenever it came to both of them having fresh stocks, we'd see Fireblaster getting those initial openings. But it would be a mistake on something like a tech chase on a platform that would give Bark just enough. Bark, in contrast, I feel overall did a really good job of really capitalizing on the openings that he had. And at the low percents, there's not much that you can do. But when it came to those high percents, he was just really efficient. He got the grabs that he needed to. He'd throw Fireblaster off stage, and he'd just seal those stocks every single time with those bears.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when he didn't do that, he'd just go for those edge hogs like you called out before. It's just decision-making like that, as well as a very consistent punish game that's allowed him really to have that lead that he did in that last game. But this is game number 4. BarkSanchez 1 game away from preventing, Fireblaster's revenge from the White Rose Monthly. And Fireblaster's off to a really bad start.
Yeah, that looked like it could have been a terrible situation.
He's already in the corner. You know, he's not out of the woods yet.
Man, he's got to get back, get some stage control, compose himself. Good back air. And that's another situation, like you said. But see, he uses that. Oh, great escape. He was using that down air very well. Uh-oh.
The hits that he did combined with Wispy, I think, forced Bark off of the platform. But it doesn't even matter because, again, Bark's conversions have been great. We're seeing a lot of damage output from Fireblaster, but we're not seeing the conversions that he needs to stay in this set.
Yeah, Bark looking really strong right now. Some really high-level play from this guy. He's just constantly getting better. Fireblaster's able to convert one. And he's not out of the. He's definitely not, out of this yet. But he needs to step it up. He's had no control in this match, really.
A lot of it really is being dictated by Bark.
Oh, and he DIs right into. He's trying to DI away, and Bark catches him. But a great slow nair. Ooh, I don't think he meant to roll. Oh, and that'll do it. That's a stock.
Right. So these conversions from BarkSanchez. Even if we can make some kind of a case for Fireblaster getting more hits in neutral, overall, when it comes to converting stocks, it's been the name of the game has been BarkSanchez.
Yeah, and that was a good one from Fireblaster there. He just was like, you know what? I'm just going to get this up tilt. I know I can lead it into what I needed to, a forward air.
So you're Fireblaster in this situation. You're 2 stocks away from being knocked out of this tournament. What's going through your head?
Oh, I'm thinking about how can I take stocks right here. Oh.
He's having some of these clubs.
Here comes a combo from Bark. A back air will do it. And that's going to be a stock right there.
Easy
man.
Stuff,
And we have Shears cheering hard right now for Bark. Baltimore is so excited. Their boy. Oh, and no parry there on that up smash.
Wow, great decision-making there. I love the weight on the double jump, and it's going to result in Fireblaster clawing back into this set.
Man, and Fireblaster has 2 stocks. He's got to find a way to. Oh, and he does not mean to roll there. He means to plat drop, running plat drop. And these are, we saw him tech error with that a little bit earlier. He's going to be mad at himself for these tech errors later on if he doesn't come back to win this set.
Yeah, he's not playing as clean as we're used to seeing him, but
Bark goes for it. Broke with that up smash.
even though his execution might be a little sloppy, he still has some good decision-making. The edge shield there was what I think made it so we have a reversal right now in the swing of tempo. Great nair to go ahead and cover that tech option. Fireblaster hoping to seal this stock right here, and he's putting up this wall of bears. The F smash, I feel,
it's questionable, yeah, but it would have been, had Bark ran in, it would have been really nice, but oh my goodness! And Fireblaster is right in this.
And Fireblaster do this. I mean, this looks so promising for BarkSanchez. He gets the up tilt, though. This could be the end of this set right here. Fireblaster forced to go high.
That's it.
The
Boom.
up air connects.
That's it.
And the pop-off from BarkSanchez.
Man.
Baltimore placed on the map. That was not a freak accident at the White Rose Monthly. That was permanent.
Man, now BarkSanchez maybe solidifies himself as the favorite in that matchup. That was a... Wow, and that last moment right there, I wanted to see what can Fireblaster have done. Maybe stall with a whiz robe. I mean, whew, Bark really, really knows that matchup. That was just so well executed. I don't feel bad about losing that guy in tournament at all.